We must act, and the most important thing for all of us is to remember the basics. First, wash your hands regularly and for 20 seconds. Don't get back into the old habits. Second, wear a face covering over your mouth and nose if you're in an enclosed space and in close contact with people you don't normally meet. I know wearing a face covering feels odd to some people, I understand that, but face coverings do make it harder for the virus to spread, so please wear one to protect others. Third, make space. Always stay 2 meters away from people you don't live with, or 1 meter with extra precautions like extra ventilation screens or face coverings. Fourthly, if you have COVID symptoms, get a test and self-isolate. In England, from Monday, we're introducing the rule of 6. You must not meet socially in groups of more than 6, and if you do, you will be breaking the law. This will apply in any setting, indoors or outdoors, at home or in the pub. The ban will set out in law and it will be enforced by the police. And anyone breaking the rules risks being dispersed, fined, and possibly arrested. This single measure replaces both the existing ban on gatherings of more than 30 and the current guidance on allowing 2 households to meet indoors. Now you only need to remember the rule of 6. There will be some limited exemptions. For example, if a single household or support bubble is larger than 6, then obviously they can still gather. COVID-secure venues like places of worship, gyms, restaurants, hospitality venues can still hold more than 6 in total. Within those venues, however, there must not be individual groups larger than 6, and groups must not mix socially or form larger groups. Education and work settings are unaffected. I want to be absolutely clear. These measures are not another national lockdown. The whole point of them is to avoid a second national lockdown. We're working hard to increase our testing capacity to 500,000 tests a day by the end of October. But in the near future, we want to start using testing to identify people who are negative, who don't have coronavirus, who are not infectious, so we can allow them to behave in a more normal way in the knowledge that they can't infect anyone else with the virus. And we think, we hope, we believe that new types of tests, which are simple, quick, and scalable, will become available. And they use swabs or saliva and can turn around results in 90 or even 20 minutes. Crucially, it should be possible to deploy these tests on a far bigger scale than any country has yet achieved. Literally millions of tests being processed every single day. And that level of tests would allow people to lead more normal lives without the need for social distancing. Theatres and sports venues could test an audience, all audience members one day and let in all those with a negative result, all those who are not infectious. Workplaces could be opened up to all those who test negative in the morning to behave in a way that was exactly as in the world before COVID. And those isolating because they are a contact or quarantining after travelling abroad could, after a period, be tested and released. Now, that's an ambitious agenda, but we're going to pilot this approach in Salford from next month with audiences in indoor and outdoor venues. And then we hope to go nationwide.